for which I want to, sorry, madam, I will take a little bit of time, but I need this story to be clearly stated here. So when I asked the lady what is happening, her first answer was interesting and said, I am on duty. I said, I have not asked whether you are on duty or not. I am asking what is happening. She said, are you not aware of the presidential directive about animals? And in our car, we had 3 chickens. We had 3. And for her, it was like, you are not supposed to move with this thing. I said, are you sure? We continued with the argument until she asked for my identity card. I said, now that you have asked for my identity card, I also want yours. So I called the 2 police officers she was working with. And I asked, yes, I am bringing out my ID, bring out yours, and I want police officers to look at these IDs. I brought out mine. She didn't bring out hers. I said, in that case, I want the police to arrest you. You are one of the people who keep spoiling the name of the police and the army. And you spoil the name of the president's office. Good enough, in the car, we had somebody from Navy who also works in the president's office. I called him out. He also brought out his ID. So the lady ran for her vehicle. And her vehicle was number, I want to give the number here, UAV 169G. She went in the vehicle. And I said, I am not leaving here until she has also left. Because one, she has not given the ID, which means you cannot identify who she is, and yet masquerading under the office, coming from the office of the president. And I said, I'm not leaving here. And of course, she was telling the driver to leave and leave everybody. I said, please bring my bag out. I want to stay in here until she has left. And I called the police, and they told me, said, Honorable, we feel very bad. We even don't know her. But she came here because we are at this checkpoint. Now to be used by somebody you don't know. You needed to have asked her for her identification. Of course, eventually she collected herself and she drove away. So, members, I'm bringing this story to let you know that sometimes our forces, their names are being spoiled by such wrong people. And this is something which we need to be keen about. I beg to.
Thank you, Honorable Shaija. Shaija, then Sevagara.
Yeah, thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker and the colleagues. I would like to take you slightly back on the issue of the refugees. Bear with me. Right Honorable Speaker, much as I thank the chair and her team on this issue of the human rights, I feel that I know that in Uganda we have over 1 million refugees, which is a very big number, and these people have had education, quite a number of them. I used to teach in one of the schools around Kampala, and we had in one school of about 3,000 learners, we had about 400 who were from Sudan, for example, and Somalia. So these people have had education, some of them are even graduates. We have done something for them as Ugandans. So because of that, some even, the liberty that they have been given, they have started buying land around us, on Honorable Makio is saying, much as some of them front Ugandans, they buy land in the names of Ugandans and they are constructing. Others are prominent businessmen. So I feel that we have done enough, and if we had on giving them citizenship, we will be going really overboard as far as human rights are concerned. And bad enough or funny enough is that these people, in their own countries around us, they are very hostile. Recently I was interacting with a person who is a painter, and he was given a job in Sudan for about 2 months. He was painting some big house of somebody big, of course. And these people he took about 5 other colleagues because he was the one who was given the job, but they were being guarded day and night because of fear that they will be raided at night. And these are painters, just painting with the brush. And in spite of all that, they would time them even late in the night and attempt to come and take their money. So because of that hostility, I think that as a country, we have done something. And I don't agree that we should give them another opportunity to become citizens of this country. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Savagara.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I just wanted to give information because I'm a member of the Human Rights Committee, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the information I wanted to give to you, Madam Speaker, and members. In our report, we have mentioned about the welfare of nurses and midwives. Madam Speaker, right now, as we are talking, patients are suffering, Madam Speaker, across the country. The nurses and midwives are on strike. Madam Speaker, the last 4 days in Malago Hospital, if you go to level 4 in Malago Hospital for ears and skulls, Madam Speaker, the cry which is going on in Malago Hospital and other hospitals across the country, Madam Speaker, is worrying. Our request, Madam Speaker, as we talk about human rights, as we talk about defending human rights, Madam Speaker, we cannot leave many Ugandans outside there who are in need of health services stranded, Madam Speaker. I wish, Madam Speaker, that the government should come up with a clear program for the midwives and nurses, because we know, however much we can have doctors without nurses and midwives, Madam Speaker, the patients across the country are to suffer. Right now, if you go to Malago Hospital, Madam Speaker, and other many big hospitals, Madam Speaker, there is nothing like nurses and midwives treating the patients. Madam Speaker, we need to handle this urgently, because when we don't treat Ugandans, we are denying them their basic human rights, Madam Speaker. As we debate this report, let us get a clear statement from government when the nurses and midwives are going to sit on a round table with the government to ensure that they are back to work, so that we can save many lives, Madam Speaker, who are really dying right now, Madam Speaker.
So, honour members, I want to invite the chair of the committee to formally withdraw the recommendation on citizenship for refugee children born here. It's extremely risky.
Madam Speaker and members, I wish to consider and withdraw the recommendation. However, draw your attention to the rights of the citizenship to child refugees and registration. The talks can go on with the government of the refugees, so that we find a
Honourable member, the issue of citizenship is extremely...
Not citizenship, Madam Speaker, that one I withdraw,
yes,
but how to ensure that they are registered.
No, that is a separate issue. Under the Refugees Act, that's a separate issue. Our concern is...
I withdraw the recommendation.
Okay. Thank you very much, honourable members. Now, the recommendation on citizenship for refugees born here is withdrawn. And now put the question that the question be put. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it. Now put the question that the House to adopt the report. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it. Item 3. Now.
Item 3, motion for resolution of Parliament.
Want to thank the members? Okay, let the chair thank us first.
Madam Speaker, I wish to thank our chairperson of the committee and the members and the staff for the commitment they put to this work to ensure that we deliver this report. I thank you all, and I thank members for adopting the report and all your contributions.
Thank you very much. Can also thank the honourable members for giving in time, and especially the Committee on Human Rights for the work done. Thank you. Let's go to item 3, I think it was 3.
Item 4.
3. Are we ready for 3? I don't know. The islanders are here. Where is the owner of Migade? Okay. Call the inland thing.
Item
Let's hear
3.
one of the islanders.
Bill's second reading. The Inland Water Transport Bill 2020. Debate continues.
Honorable Senyonga. Honorable Senyonga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, there are a few concerns with the islanders. First of all, the issue of change of name or alternation of the vessel after registration. Right, Honorable Speaker, as I thank the committee for the work well done, they should consider that change of the name cannot take time to go to see the minister. Change of a name, for example, Honorable Speaker, many vessels there are registered, for example, in the names of Muyanja, and I lose interest, and I give it maybe to be changed the name of my son or my daughter or my wife. I don't see any reason why that one should also be a problem when it is not changing of license. Another concern, right, Honorable Speaker, there is what is referred as short-term license for a period of not more than 3 months for seasonal businesses. Right, Honorable Speaker, that period of 3 months is really a very short time. These people who are making this law, many of them don't know the challenges of the islanders. I suggest that let it be not less than 6 months, that's half a year, for the good of our people. And I've been talking to the chair, I know even the minister will concede. The next issue, right, Honorable Speaker, is appeal in connection with license. Right, Honorable Speaker, when it comes to appeal, the committee is recommending that it should be addressed to the minister. Very Honorable Speaker, ministers are not so easy to be approached. I want the committee to come up with at least a board where the appeal can be referred to. But when you say the appeal must be addressed to the minister, that can take a period between 6 months to a year. And by that period, a big loss will be done and causing problems to the users. Finally, Right Honorable Speaker, there is also permit and license to small boats or vessels. Right Honorable Speaker, if they consider the same arrangement when they are issuing permits and licenses, Speaker, some of those boats are not used for transport or fishing. They are used for farmers. On the lake, on the shores of the lake, most of the islands, when you go to Buvuma, Kome, Namayingo, we have so many farmers there. And now, those ones should be considered in a special way when they are giving out licenses, that those are farmers, not in transport section, so that they are able to be handled differently, Right Honorable Speaker. And as I conclude, even the size of the vessels, the committee should consider different sizes because there are so many different people using different vessels on the wreck. I thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, honourable members. As I had indicated, I wanted very much to hear from all of the islanders, but they have been represented. But also I want to state that there is another opportunity under the Fish and Aquaculture Bill to deal with some of these issues, and I do hope that they are not the two laws will not contradict one another. So I now put the question, that the question be put. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I now put the question that the Inland Water Transport Bill 2020 be read for a second time. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
The Inland Water Transport Bill 2020, Bills Committee stage. Clause 1.
Honourable members, put the question that
Clause 1, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Madam Chair, much as we normally deal with the title at the end, but this very one, Madam Speaker, the committee proposes to delete Clause 1, and our justification is that it is redundant. By the Minister, Madam Chair.
So let's amend it to say on the date, on publication in the Gazette. Full stop.
I concede to that, Madam Chair.
Okay. The members have put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 2 as amended.
With the question that clause 2 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Have it.
Clause 3.
With the question that clause 3 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 4.
With the question clause 4 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 6.
With the question that clause 6.
Clause 6, Madam Chair.
You have something on clause 6?
Yes. Committee proposes to substitute for clause 3 the following. 3. The Maritime Administration is designated as the Maritime Administration Unit for purposes of Section 11 of the Lake Victoria Transport Act 2007. Justification: for clarity and to ensure consistency with the interpretation of maritime administration.
Members have put the question. Yes, Nyonga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. That concern of Lake Victoria alone, as if we don't have a lakes, they should include and other lakes.
But there is a Lake Victoria Transport Act. Do you have a Lake Choga Act?
Yes.
Is there a Lake Choga Transport Act? Or a Lake Harbour Transport Act?
Madam Chair, the East African Legislative Assembly passed the Lake Victoria Act, and we do not have any other laws in regard to other water bodies. So this particular clause is specifically for the Lake Victoria Act.
But also, Honour Members, this one is now about inland water transport. I'm sure it will cover all the other lakes, because it's now about inland water. Yes. Honour Members, I put the question that subclause 3 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 6 as amended.
Put the question that clause 6 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 7.
Honourable Chair, clause 7.
Clause 7, Madam Chair. The committee proposes to delete the words "under the control and instruction of the minister" appearing in lines 1 and 2. And the justification is to ensure adherence to the established reporting structures within the ministry by the maritime administration to avoid conflict. Madam Chair, under 7R, we propose to delete the words administrator, this act, and appearing at the beginning of the paragraph R. Justification: the words are a duplication of clause 6.1 and therefore are redundant.
Members have put the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 7 as amended.
Put the question that clause 7 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 8.
Honourable Chair, clause 8.
Clause 8, Madam Chair, the committee proposes to delete the whole clause. Justification: clause 8 has been provided for under clause 23, which provides for licensing of all vessels intending to carry on business. Registration of vessels is a prerequisite for licensing of all vessels, whether a vessel is registered in Uganda or possesses a recognized certificate of a foreign registry.
But the question is that clause 8 be deleted. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 9.
Clause 9, Honourable Chair.
Clause 9, Madam Chair, the committee proposes to delete the words "unless exempted by the minister" appearing in lines 2 and 3. Justification: 1. The requirement for registration of vessels should apply to all vessels required to be registered under the Act to enhance safety and security and ease of monitoring. 2. Categories of vessels exempted from the application of this Act are clearly provided for under clause 4.2.
Members have put the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 9 as amended.
Question that clause 9 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 10.
Clause 10. Honorable Chair.
Clause 10, Madam Chair, 10(2)J, we propose to substitute for paragraph J the following. J, number of applicable life-saving appliances. Justification to require all vessels to have life-saving appliances in place of human lives.
Members have put the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed. The contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 10 as amended.
Question is that clause 10 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 11.
Put the question that clause 11 do stand part of the bill.
Madam Chair,
You have something on 11?
we propose to insert a new paragraph
Where?
just before 11.
Oh, after 10. Okay. New clause?
New paragraph, we insert two new paragraphs immediately after paragraph K as follows. M, proof of payment of prescribed any other relevant information as may be prescribed by the minister through regulations. The justification is to empower the minister to prescribe additional requirements for registration that may be Chair.
Members, put the question that new paragraph be introduced as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 11.
Put the question clause 11 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 12.
Put the question that clause 12 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 13.
13, Honorable Chair.
Madam Chair, clause 13(1), we insert the following new paragraphs immediately after paragraph D as follows. 1. The name of the master of the vessel. Roman 2. A description of the vessel in terms of material used for construction. Roman 3. The purpose of the vehicle of the vessel. Roman 4. The tonnage of a vessel or passenger capacity. Roman 5. The size and length of the keel. Roman 6. Number of the crew to work on a vessel. Justification is to require the registrar of vessels to contain as much information as possible about vessels to ease regulation and monitoring of operations of the vessels.
Honourable members, the question is that clause 13 be amended by the addition of those new provisions. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 13 as amended.
Question is that clause 13 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 14.
I think there's a new clause also. We have another new clause.
Madam Chair, that will be immediately after clause 15.
So put the question that clause 14 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 15.
With the question that clause 15 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
New clause, Madam Chair.
Yes.
We propose to insert a new clause immediately after clause 15 to read as follows. Issuance of construction certificate. The Maritime Administration shall, upon registration of a vessel after completion of construction, issue a certificate, a construction certificate. Justification to empower the Maritime Administration to issue construction certificates as proof of completion of construction of vessels under its supervision.
Honourable members, put the question that a new clause be introduced as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 16.
Honourable Chair, clause 16.
Clause 16, Madam Chair, we propose that in the head note we insert the words of registration immediately after the word certificate. The justification is for clarity and specificity. Under clause 16(2), we substitute for subclause 2 the following. 2. The Maritime Administration shall, upon examination of the certificate of registration submitted under subsection 1 and being satisfied with the status of the certificate, A. Sign and seal the back of the certificate, and B. Indicate the date of examination as a record of authenticity and correctness of the certificate of registration. The justification is to clarify and ensure that the mandate to examine certificates is restricted to the Maritime Administration, since officers would be working on behalf of the Maritime Administration.
Members, I put the question that a new clause be introduced as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 16 as amended.
Put the question that clause 16 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 17.
Honourable Chair, 17.
Clause 17, Madam Chair. Clause 17(1). Substitute for subclause 1 the following. 1. Where a change of ownership of a vessel occurs, the intended owners shall apply to the Maritime Administration for a new certificate of registration. 2. The Maritime Administration shall, upon verification of change of ownership of a vessel and on payment of a prescribed fee, issue a new certificate of registration to the intended owner and cancel the former certificate of registration. Justification: 1. For clarity. 2. To require the Maritime Administration to first verify the change of ownership before issuing a new certificate of registration. 3. To provide for payment of a fee for issuance of a new certificate of registration. 17(3), Madam Chair, we substitute for subclause 3 the following. 3. Where the intended owner of a vessel fails to comply with subsection 1, the vessel shall be treated as belonging to the former owner. Justification: it is for clarity.
Question is that clause 17 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 17 as amended.
Question is clause 17 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 18.
Honourable Chair, clause 18.
Clause 18, Madam Chair, on the head note, we intend to insert the words of registration immediately after the word certificate in the head note. Justification: for clarity, given that there are several certificates to be issued under this Act.
The members have put the question that clause 18, the head note clause 18 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 18 as amended.
Put the question the clause 18 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 19.
Put the question the clause 19.
Clause 19, Madam Chair.
Okay, 19.
Clause 19, the committee proposes to delete the words "and to the person in charge of any vessel belonging to the government," appearing in lines 2 and 3. Justification: the words are redundant.
Members, I put the question, the clause 19 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 19 as amended.
Question, clause 19 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 20.
Honorable Chair, clause 20.
Clause 20, Madam Chair, we substitute for the subclauses 2, 3, and 4 the following. Clause 2, where the Maritime Administration has granted the approval under subsection 1 and the alteration is made on a vessel, the owner or master of the vessel shall, within 30 days after alteration, notify the Maritime Administration. 3. The Maritime Administration shall, on receipt of the notice of alteration of a vessel under subsection 2, require the owner or master of the vessel to submit a certificate of registration. 4. Upon receipt of the certificate of registration under subsection 3, the Maritime Administration shall, within 21 days, and upon payment of a prescribed fee, register the alterations of the vessel and A. Retain the original certificate of registration, a new certificate of registration containing the description of the vessel as altered, or B. Endorse and sign on the original certificate of registration a memorandum of alteration. Our justification, Madam Speaker, for clarity and proper sequential arrangement of the provision. Clause 25. We propose to delete subclause 5. The justification, it is a duplicate or deletion of subclause 4.
Honourable members, put the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 20 as amended.
Put the question that clause 20 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have
Clause
it.
21.
Put the question that clause 21 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 22.
Honourable Chair, 22.
Clause 22, Madam Chair. Clause 22(2). Substitute for the words owner of a vessel appearing in line 1 the word Motgoga. Justification: to enable the Motgoga secure his or her interest in a mortgaged vessel by ensuring registration of the charge within Maritime Administration.
Honourable Chair, you have left out the word lien. You no longer interested in the lien on the vessel. No, I think let us take your proposal, but your explanation has left out the lien.
Madam Chair, the lien is there.
Okay.
If you read in 22 in the bill, mortgages, charges, and liens. The owners of the vessel may use vessels as mortgages, charge, or lien. So we are just removing
the word owner.
Yes.
Okay. Honourable members, put the question that clause 22 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 22 as amended.
Put the question that clause 22 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no.
Clause 23.
23.
Clause 23, Madam Chair, we propose to insert a new sub-clause immediately before sub-clause 1 as follows. A person shall not use a vessel to trade in or from the inland waterways unless the vessel is licensed by the Maritime Administration in accordance with this Act. Justification: to ensure clarity and take care of clause 8, which has been deleted. And 2, to clearly provide for a restriction on engaging a vessel in trade of carriage of goods and passengers without licensing. Madam Chair, we also propose to substitute for the subclause 2 the following. Subclause 2. In exercising the powers under subsection 1, the Maritime Administration shall take into consideration the following. A, the desirability of encouraging the provision of adequate and efficient services, and B, the coordination of transport on inland waterways. 3, where the Maritime Administration refuses to issue a license, it shall, within 14 days, provide a written explanation to the applicant giving reasons for refusal. Justification: the current subclause 2 is already catered for under clause 30, but also to merge the clause 27 and 29 for better placement and avoid duplication.
Now, I think my report is not exactly like yours. Part of what you're reading I don't have. But let me put the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 23 as amended.
Put the question that clause 23 as amended.
Madam Chair, I beg your pardon, I read a wrong one.
Yes.
Because I took 2 pages
Okay.
at the same time.
Because I was looking at page 36.
Yes, I was for 21. Substitute subclause 1. Subclause 1 the following. A person who intends to use a vessel for trade in carriage of goods or passengers inland waterways shall apply to the Maritime Administration for a license. Justification: the words company, organization, or partnership are redundant, given that the word person Act Cap 3 includes any company or association or body of persons, corporate or incorporated. And 2, to rectify the application, to restrict the application of the provision license of a vessel for trade only.
No members, I put the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 23 as amended.
Put the question that clause 23 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 24.
Put the question that clause 24 do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 25.
Honourable Chair, 25.
Clause 25, Madam Chair, on the head note, we intend to substitute for the word procedure appearing in the head note the word requirements. The justification is to align the head note to the main provision, since the provision does not provide for procedure for application but requirement for application of a license. We also intend, Madam Chair, to insert new paragraphs. Insert 2 new paragraphs immediately after paragraph H as follows: seaworthiness certificate, and also proof of payment of application fees as may be prescribed by the minister by regulation. Our justification is to enhance protection by requiring a vessel to possess a certificate of seaworthiness before licensing. 2, to provide for requirements of payment of application fees for a license.
Now, members put the question that clause 25 and 2 new clauses will be introduced as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 25 as amended.
Put the question that clause 25 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 26.
Put the question that clause 26 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 27.
Honorable Chair, 27.
Clause 27, Madam Chair. The following. Subclause 2. In exercising the powers under subsection 1, the Maritime Administration shall take into consideration the desirability of encouraging the provision of adequate and efficient services, and B, the condition of transport in inland ways. To issue a license, it shall within 14 days provide a written explanation to the applicant giving reasons for the refusal. Justification is to, the current subclause 2 is already catered for under clause 30, and also we need to merge subclause, to merge clauses 27 and 29 for better placement and avoid duplication.
Members have put the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 27 as amended.
Question that clause 27 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 28.
Put the question that clause 28 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 29.
Honorable Chair, 29.
Clause 29, Madam Chair, we propose to delete the whole clause. Justification: clause 29 has been merged with 27 for proper placement and sequencing.
Members have put the question that clause 29 be deleted. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 30.
Honorable Chair, clause 30.
Clause 30, Madam Chair, on the head note, we substitute for the head note the following: maintenance of vessels standards. Justification: for clarity, since 30 does not provide for conditions for grant of a license, but the conditions attached to a license after the grant. Under 30, subclause 1, we substitute the subclause 1 the following: 1. An owner or master of a vessel to whom a license is granted under section 27 shall A, ensure that the vessel is maintained in a seaworthy condition, and B, comply with the provisions of any law relating to prevention and control of pollution, the limit of weight, laden and unladen, the loading of vessels, and the number of passengers to be carried. Justification: for clarity.
Members have put the question that clause 30 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 30 as amended.
Question that clause 30 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 31.
Put the question that clause 31 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 32.
Put the question that clause 32 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 33.
Put the question that clause 33 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 34.
Honorable Chair, 34.
Clause 34, Madam Chair, we propose to amend 34 by renumbering the current provision as 1 and inserting after it the following new sub-clauses. 2. The minister shall within 30 days of receiving an appeal notify the applicant of his or her decision. 3. A person who is dissatisfied with the decision of the minister may apply to High Court. Justification: to provide for the timelines within which the minister should act on an appeal. And 2, to provide for a mechanism through which a person dissatisfied with the decision of the minister may seek redress.
The members put the question that clause 34 be amended as
Right,
proposed.
Honorable Speaker.
Yes. Honorable
The
Senior.
30 days given to the minister is quite a very long time. I thought this one, when we are going through, we agreed that let it be a fortnight, because the minister is a people who apply may not have all that excessive time. I see consist that we make it a fortnight.
Do you have objection to that? Shortening the period?
Madam Chair, I wouldn't have an objection to making it 14 days instead of 30 days, since honorable ministers are permanently employed.
You know, yes, Minister, do you have an objection to that? You have an objection to the 14 days?
Madam Speaker, maybe we make it 21 days because we need time to investigate and to come up with a correct decision.
Honorable Sanyonga, can we go to from 1421?
In the interest of the committee, I concede.
Okay, no members, so we adjust the dates from 30 to 21. I now put the question that clause 34 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 34 as amended.
With the question that clause 34 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 35.
Honorable Chair, 35.
Clause 35, Madam Chair, we propose under 35(1), we insert the words a vessel and vessels of traditional build immediately after the words vessels. Justification: to align the provision of the head note, since the provision applies to both small vessels and vessels of traditional build. Also in 35(2), we intend to insert the following paragraphs immediately after paragraph C. Paragraph D, scope of operation, and E, marking of vessel. Justification: to enable comprehensive regulation of small vessels and vessels of traditional build.
Honourable members, I put the question, clause 35 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 35 as amended.
Put the question, the clause 35 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 36.
Clause, I put the question that
Clause 36, Madam Chair. Clause 36, 6, we substitute for the word thereto the words to the crew agreement. Justification for clarity.
Can you read the full sentence as you want it?
Madam Chair, clause 36.6, a copy of every crew agreement and any amendment thereto shall be lodged with a maritime administration. So we are saying instead of the word thereto, we say a copy of every agreement and any amendment on the agreement shall be lodged with the maritime administration.
Members, I put the question that clause 36 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 36 as amended.
Put the question that clause 36 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 37.
Put the question that clause 37 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have
Clause
it.
38.
38. Put the question that clause 38 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 39.
Put the 39, Honorable Chair. There's an
Clause
amendment.
39, Madam Chair. 39.2, we propose to delete the words maritime administration appearing at the end of subclause 2. Justification to avoid restricting the provision to only certificates of competence issued by the Maritime Administration and recognize certificates of competence issued by the competent body responsible for maritime administration in another state. 2, to align the provision to the definition of certificate of competence as proposed in the amendment. Madam Chair, we also propose to insert a new subclause. Insert a new subclause immediately after subclause 2 as follows. 3. The Maritime Administration shall not issue a certificate of competence to a person unless the person is a qualified seafarer. Justification is to require the Maritime Administration to use certificates of competence to only persons who have undergone training to become seafarers. This will guarantee competence of members of the crew.
Honourable members, I put the question that clause 39 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no.
Clause
I also put the
39
question-
as amended.
I put the question that clause 39 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 40.
40, I put the question.
Clause 40, Madam Chair. Clause 40, subclause 1, we insert the words, the member of the, immediately after the word where appearing in line 3. Justification for clarity and to ensure consistent use of the phrase. Also in 40, subclause 2, we insert the words or her immediately after the word his to ensure gender inclusiveness.
Members, I put the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 40 as amended.
Question that clause 40 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the ayes have it.
Clause 41.
Put the question that clause 41 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 42.
Put the question that clause 42 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 43.
Put the question that clause 43 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 44.
Put the question that clause 44 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 45.
Put the question that clause 45 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 46.
Put the question that clause 46 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 47.
47, Honorable Chair.
Clause 47, Madam Chair, we substitute for the words home port of a member of the crew appearing in lines 5 and 6. The words port of engagement. Justification for clarity, since home port relates to vessels only and port of engagement relates to members of the crew.
Members have put the question that clause 47 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 47 as amended.
Question that clause 47 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 48.
Put the question that clause 48 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no.
Clause 49.
Clause 49, Madam Chair. 49.2. We substitute for subclause 2 the following. 2. Notwithstanding subsection 1, where a member of the crew alleges sickness and does not perform his or her duty, and the master has reason to believe that the member of the crew A is not medically indisposed, or B willfully concealed the sickness at the time of engagement, a member of the crew shall not be entitled to wages for the time during which he or she did not perform his or her duty by reason of alleged sickness. Madam Speaker, it's for clarity. Madam Chair.
Now, members have put the question that clause 49 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 49 as amended.
Put the question that clause 49 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 50.
Put the question that clause 50 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 51.
Put the question that clause 51 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 52.
Put the question that clause 52 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 53.
Put the question that clause 53 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 54.
The members have put the question that clause 54 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 55.
Put the question that clause 55 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 56.
Put the question that clause 56 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 57.
Put the question that clause 57 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 58.
Put the question that clause 58 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 59.
Honorable Chair, 59.
Clause 59, Madam Chair. 59.1, we insert the word record immediately after the word identification, appearing in line 2. Justification for consistent usage of the phrase seaman's identification record book.
The members have put the question that clause 59 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 59 as amended.
Question that clause 59 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 60.
Honorable Chair, clause 60.
Clause 60, Madam Chair. 60A, we substitute for the word qualifications, appearing in paragraph A, the word competence. Justification, since qualification qualifications of the crew member are assessed at the time of employment. The relevant information at the time of discharge would be the ability of the member of the crew to perform his or her duties and not qualifications.
Members have put the question that clause 60 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 60 as amended.
60 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 61.
Honorable Chair, 61.
61, Madam Chair, subclause 1, we insert the word crew immediately before the word agreement, appearing in line 5. Justification is for clarity and to ensure consistent usage of the phrase crew agreement. Under 61, subclause 2, substitute for subclause 2 the following. 2. Where a member of the crew is discharged under this section, the provisions of this part relating to the seaman's identification record book and the return of a member of the crew to the port of the service of the member of the crew had been terminated other than by consent to be discharged during the existence of the crew agreement. Justification is for clarity. 2, to ensure consistency with clause 59(1). And 3, having introduced the definition of port of engagement, the appropriate place to return a member of the crew at the discharge is the port of engagement. Madam Chair, I beg to move.
Honourable members, put the question that clause 61 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 61 as amended.
Question that clause 61 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 62.
Honourable Chair, 62.
Clause 62, 1, Madam Chair, we substitute for the words home port appearing in paragraphs A and B the words port of engagement. Justification, it is a consequential amendment.
Members have put the question that clause 62 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 62 as amended.
Question that clause 62 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 63.
With the question,
clause 63, Madam Chair, substitute the 48 currency points and 2 years imprisonment with 240 currency points and 5 years imprisonment respectively to make it commensurate with the offense.
Honourable members, put the question that clause 63 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 63 as amended.
Questions clause 63 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 64.
Honourable Chair, 64.
Clause 64, Madam Chair, under 64(1), we substitute for subclause 1 the following. 1. Whereby way of inspection or complaint it appears to the administration that a member of the crew A is unfit to discharge his or her duties by reason of incompetence, misconduct, or for any other reason. B has been negligent in the discharge of his or her duties. Or C has failed to comply with the provisions of this Act and any regulations made under this Act. The Maritime Administration may carry out an inquiry. Madam Chair, this is for clarity. Under 64(2), we propose to insert the words of competence immediately after the word certificate appearing in line 4. This is also for clarity and specificity. Madam Chair, we propose to delete subclause 3 of 64. The justification is not applicable to clause 66 after amending the clause to apply to an inquiry by the Maritime Administration. Under 64 subclause 4, we substitute for the clause 4 the following. Subclause 4, the Maritime Administration may, after holding an inquiry into the fitness or conduct of a member of the crew under this section, A, disregard the complaint if it finds a member of the crew competent and compliant with this act, or B, if satisfied with any of the circumstances referred to in subsection 1. 1. Suspend or cancel the certificate of competence, or 2. Censure the member of the crew. Madam Chair, justification is for clarity and to require the Maritime Administration to carry out an initial inquiry into the conduct of a member of the crew instead of requiring the minister to appoint persons to carry out such inquiry. The minister can appoint an inquiry team where he or she is not satisfied with the inquiry by the Maritime Administration. Madam Chair, we also propose to insert 2 new clauses.
Let's take the vote first on the old clause.
Most obliged.
Honourable members, I put the question that clause 64 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it. Can you now bring the new clause?
Madam Chair, we insert 2 new subclauses immediately after subclause 4 as follows. Where the Maritime Administration suspends or conceals a certificate of competence under subsection 4, it shall cause the certificate of competence to be delivered to the Maritime Administration. The Maritime Administration shall, upon completion of the inquiry, make a report to the Minister. Madam Chair, this is for clarity.
Now, members, I put the question that new subclause be introduced as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 63 as amended.
Put the question that clause
64 as amended.
As amended, do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 65.
Honourable Chair, 65.
Madam Chair, clause 65(1), we insert the words or cancelling immediately after the word suspending appearing in line 1. Justification is for consistency. Madam Chair, 65(4), we substitute the words issue another notice to that effect. Appearing in line 4, the words notify the member of the crew. And that is for clarity, Madam Chair.
Members, I put the question that clause 65 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 65 as amended.
Question is that clause 65 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 66.
Madam Chair.
66.
Madam Chair, we propose to delete clause 66 because it has been merged with clause 67.
Now, members, I put the question that clause 66 be deleted. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 67.
Honourable Chair, 67.
Madam Chair, we substitute for clause 67 the following. 67. Appeal from inquiry and rehearing. 1. A member of the crew who is dissatisfied with the decision of the Maritime Administration under Section 64 may appeal to the Minister. 2. Where after receipt of the appeal under subsection 1, it appears to the Minister that a new and important evidence which could not be produced at the time of the inquiry is discovered, or B, there are reasonable grounds that a miscarriage of justice may have occurred, the Minister may order a rehearing of the whole or part of the case. 3. Where the Minister orders the rehearing, the Minister shall appoint one or more persons, and one or more assessors to conduct an inquiry into the decision of the Maritime Administration. 4. A person conducting an inquiry under this section may A. Confirm the decision taken under Section 64 and cancel or suspend the certificate of competence. B. Where the decision was to cancel the certificate of competence, instead suspend the certificate. C. Where the decision was to suspend the certificate of competence, suspend the certificate for a different period. Or D. Make an order with regard to the costs of injury. 5. A person conducting an inquiry under this section shall within 2 weeks of completion of the inquiry submit a report to the Minister. 6. The Minister shall within 21 days of receipt of the report under subsection 5 notify the member of the crew of his or her decision. 7. Where a certificate of competence is suspended or cancelled under this section, the holder of the certificate or competence shall deliver the certificate to the Maritime Administration. 8. Madam Chair, any costs which a member of the crew is ordered to pay under subsection 4D may be recovered by the Minister. And 9. A person who is aggrieved by the decision of the Minister may appeal to the court. Justification, Madam Chair, for clarity and empower the Minister to order a rehearing of the matters handled by the Maritime Administration under specified circumstances.
Members, I put the question that clause 67 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. 67 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 68.
Put the question that clause 68 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 69.
Honorable Chair, 69.
Clause 69, Madam Chair. We substitute for clause 69 the following. 69. Failure to deliver suspended or cancelled certificate of competence. A member of the crew who fails to deliver the certificate of competence as required under Section 64(2) and Section 67(7) commits an offence and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 100 currency points or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 months or both. Justification, for clarity and specificity, but also to increase the fine to make it deterrent.
Members, question that clause 69 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 69 as amended.
Question that clause 69 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 70.
With the question that clause 70 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 71.
Honorable Chair, 71.
Madam Chair, clause 71 on official logbooks. we intend to substitute for clause 71 the following. 71, official logbooks. 1. A vessel of 10 or more meters in length, registered or licensed under this act, shall have an official logbook. 2. The master of the vessel shall enter or cause to be entered in the official logbook the following particulars. A. Every conviction by a court of a member of the crew and the punishment imposed. B. Every offense committed by a member of the crew for which the owner or master intends to institute proceedings, or for which punishment has been imposed on the board on board a vessel. C. Every case of illness or injury happening to a member of the crew, the nature of the illness or injury, and any medical treatment given. D. Every refusal by a member of the crew to take any medicine. E. Any marriage, birth, and death happening on board a vessel. F. The name of every member of the crew who ceases to be a member of the crew other than by death, stating the place, time, manner, and cause of the cessation. G. The wages due to any member of the crew who dies during a voyage, and the gross amount of all deductions to be taken from the wages. H. The scale of the personal effects of a member of the crew, with any statement of each article sold and the sum received from it. I. Every collision with any other vessel and circumstances in which it occurred. J. The date and time of posting up in a vessel of a notice containing particulars of the drought and freeboard of the vessel. And K, Madam Chair, any other entry directed by this act to be entered in the official logbook. 3. An entry in the official logbook shall be signed by the master of the vessel and a mate. 4. The master and or mate shall keep the information entered in the official logbook with this act. 5. The master of the vessel shall within 48 hours after the arrival of the vessel at the final port of destination of the vessel, or on the discharge of the crew, whichever happens first, deliver the official logbook of the voyage to the port administrator. Where the vessel, that is 6, where the vessel is lost or abandoned, the owner or master of the vessel shall, where practicable and as soon as possible, deliver or transmit to the port administrator an official logbook duly made out up to the time of the loss or abandonment. And 7, Madam Chair, where the official logbook of the vessel ceases to be required by reason of the transfer of ownership of the vessel, the owner or master of the vessel shall, within 15 days of the transfer of the ownership, deliver or transmit to the port administrator a logbook duly made out up to the time of the transfer. Justification for this, Madam Chair, is for clarity and to ensure official logbook is clearly distinguished from other types of logbooks.
Members have put the question that clause 71 be amended as proposed. Those in favor? Yes. Honorable Augon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I needed support from the chair. In the event that one loses a logbook, what happens? I don't know whether there's a provision that caters for that. In terms of maybe reporting, what remedy is there in case a person loses the logbook? Because I want to believe this is the category which is handling all those matters. And then the form of maintaining the logbook. Are you going to have one digitally for ease of reference and tracing? So just some clarity from you, Chair. Thank you.
Madam Chair, we have said under 6 that even when you record, you must report to the port administrator as soon as practicable. I think after docking, if you lose the logbook, still you're required to inform the port administrator or even police, whichever becomes simpler.
Honourable members, I put the question that clause 71 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 71 as amended.
Put the question that clause 71 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 72.
Honourable Chair, 72.
Clause 72, Madam Chair, we propose to delete the whole clause. Justification: 72 has been incorporated under 71 since the particulars of entry are applicable to the official logbook.
Members, I put the question that clause 72 be deleted. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
73.
Honourable Chair, 73.
Madam Chair, 73, we intend to substitute for clause 73 the following and move it immediately after clause 74. 1. The master of a vessel who fails to comply with section 71 or 74 commits an offence and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 48 currency points or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or both. 2. A person who willfully destroys or mutilates or renders illegible any entry in a logbook or willfully makes or procures to be made a false or fraudulent entry in a logbook commits an offence and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 48 currency points or imprisonment of a term for a term not exceeding 2 years or both. Justification is for clarity and better chronology, Madam Speaker.
Members, I put the question that clause 73 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 73 as amended.
Question to clause 73 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 74.
74, Honourable Chair.
Clause 74, Madam Chair. The head note, we substitute for the head note the following: deck logbook and engine room logbook. Justification is for clarity and specificity, given that the provisions under clause 74 relate to deck logbook and engine room logbook. Under 74(1), we substitute for subclause 1 the following: 1. A vessel with a deck or engine room shall carry on board a deck, logbook, or an engine room logbook in which shall be recorded particulars relating to the deck watch and the engine room watch, respectively. Madam Chair, this is for clarity and also to ensure that the requirements for a vessel to have a deck logbook and an engine room logbook is not based on the length of the vessel, but possession by a vessel or of the deck or an engine room. 74(3), we delete the subclause for provision. The provision is duplication of 73(2).
Now, members, I put the question that the head note be amended. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I then put the question that clause 74 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 74 as amended.
Put the question that clause 74 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 75.
Honorable Chair, 75.
75, Madam Chair, we insert the words "and goods" immediately after the words "persons" appearing in line 2. Justification is to require an owner or master of an abandoned or lost vessel to include in the list goods that were on board the vessel at the time of the loss or abandonment.
Members, I put the question that clause 75.
Thank you. Maybe my problem is when we talk about the master of the vessel and then the owner of the vessel. I do not know whether owners of these vessels always have a track about what the vessels are carrying. So I don't know whether this is very clear. We'll need a comment from the chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, we were alive to the fact that at times owners of the vessels may not know the kind of goods that are aboard the vessel. That's why we use the word "o." We say owner or master. So if the master knows, he can still include.
Members, I put the question that clause 75 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 75 as amended.
Question that clause 75 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 76.
Honorable Chair, 76.
76, Madam Chair, the head note, we substitute for the head note the following: master to deliver document. Madam Chair, this is for clarity.
Members, I put the question the head note be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 76 as amended.
Put the question that clause 76 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 77.
Honorable Chair.
Clause 77, Madam Chair, we delete the subclause, we delete the whole clause. It is a duplication of clause 72A.
(72E), what does it say? Did you amend 72E?
Yes, Madam Chair, we amended 72.
Because 74.
We amended 71, but under E, 71E in the proposed amendment, we said every marriage, birth, death happening aboard the vessel.
Every birth and death?
Yes, and marriage. So which takes care of
Yes, Honorable Connie.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm a bit confused because we deleted 72 and we say it was being incorporated in 71. Now, which other 72 is being referred to? I need a clarification.
Yes, you
Madam
did clause
Chair.
72.
Madam Chair, when you read the proposed amendment under 71, Madam Chair, when you go to E, 71 2E, a master of a vessel shall enter or cause to be entered in the official logbook the following particulars. When you go to E, it says, every marriage, birth, and death happening on board of the vessel. And 77, Madam Chair, in the bill, it says, where a marriage, birth, or death takes place aboard a vessel, the master of the vessel shall make an entry to the effect in the logbook. It is a repetition, but if it is for avoidance of doubt, we can leave it. Otherwise, it has been captured in 71.
So we are on 74.
We are on 77.
77. We'll take care. Okay, the members have put the question that clause 77 be deleted. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 78.
8, Honorable Chair.
Madam Chair, the head note of 78, we insert the words, a member. We insert the words of member immediately after the word repatriation. Justification: to ensure consistent use of the phrase member of the crew. Also, 78(1), we amend the subclause 1A by inserting the word crew immediately before the word agreement appearing in line 1, and B by substituting for the words home port appearing in line 3 the words port of engagement. Justification: for clarity and ensure consistent usage of the words crew agreement. But also it is a consequential amendment, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, 78(2)(a), we substitute for the words home port appearing in paragraph A the words port of engagement, which is also a consequential amendment.
Members have put the question that clause 78 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 78 as amended.
Put the question that clause 78 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 79.
Honorable Chair, 79.
79, Madam Chair, we substitute for clause 79 the following. 79, limitation of liability of owner or master of the vessel. 1, where a member of the crew is left at a place or port other than the port of engagement and remains at the place or port for a period of 3 months, the owner or master of the vessel who last employed the member of the crew shall make provision for the return of the member of the crew to the port of engagement. 2, an owner or a master of a vessel who fails to make provision for the return of a member of a crew under subsection 1 shall be responsible for any expenses incurred after the end of the 3 months period. Justification: for clarity and to ensure precision.
Honourable members have put the question. Yes, Honourable Silas.
Thank you, Chair. I needed to find out from the committee whether we are not going to prescribe conditions. For instance, if the person has stayed there because of certain reasons, don't we need to prescribe the reason? provide for an exception. Because we might be talking of somebody remaining there, yet the person actually doesn't want to move, doesn't want to return. So I don't know whether it's not necessary for us to prescribe exceptions.
Madam Chair, it has been a practice of some owners of vessels or masters to intentionally leave or abandon members of the crew at any port. Sometimes these people don't have transport, they have no money on them, so now we are trying to compel these owners. However, if an owner or master of the vessel finds out that for some reason this member of the crew doesn't want to leave that port, even if it's not his port of engagement, then he can leave. But how do we capture that in the law? We are not so certain. Those discussions that I don't want to go, I want to stay.
Madam Chair, regulations, it is much more easier than prescribing it in the law, in my opinion. Because conditions vary. It may be difficult for you to fix it here. I don't know what the chair will say, but that is the suggestion I have. It may be difficult for you to invent a provision right now, right here. Thank you.
But Madam Chair, also clause 80, to some extent, can provide cure for the honorable member's concern. Probably if we get there, he could get the cure.
What was the original provision? But it's not much different from what the minister had provided, except it has been broken in two provisions. It's more or less what the minister provided, but they broke it down into two.
Madam Chair, we're just trying to shout and get the right solution. And I would suggest being stranded by reporting. Otherwise, when do we start counting the days that within this provision part, let us prescribe for reporting by the affected person, so that we know from when to count. And then we leave the rest the way it has been proposed. That's my suggestion, if it augurs well.
No, but before the government comes in, there's a liability of the employer. I think that's what this provision is addressing.
Exactly, Madam Chair. We want to put the owner to task before even government comes in.
Members, put the question that clause 79 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 79 as amended.
Put the question that clause 79 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 80.
Put the question that clause 80 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 81.
81.
Clause 81, Madam Chair. We substitute for clause 81 the following. Where a member of the crew is left at a port or discharged from the vessel at a port other than the port of engagement or master of the vessel, adequate security or guarantee for the repatriation of the member of the crew to the port of engagement. This is for clarity, and it's also a consequential amendment, Madam Chair.
Members have put the... Yes.
It is my feeling that repatriation and safety is not enough. What about the welfare? What about the welfare of the person left in such a place? Because now if you leave somebody there, we may not be sure that that person has money for food. So the welfare, accommodation, and the livelihood, as you wait to be repatriated. I felt that the master should be responsible for that equally. So within that provision, let us provide for the upkeep, so that they don't continue with such behavior.
The issue of welfare, while
but now, how are we going to determine the amount for upkeep? It is going to be quite difficult, Madam Chair, because now the demands of the member of the crew may become very high and we inconvenience the owner. I think repatriation in itself should be enough, because we want to ensure that this member can be able to go back to his home. So instead of leaving him or her at any port, we want to take him back where he was found, where he was engaged to begin working on that vessel. That's what we call the port of engagement, Madam Chair. So when he reaches there, he can be able to very quickly go home.
Members, I put the question that clause 81 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 81 as amended.
Put the question that clause 81 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 82.
Clause 82, Madam Chair. We propose to amend subsection 1 by putting A, by substituting for the words proper return port, appearing in line 2, the word port of engagement. And B, by inserting the word official immediately before the word logbook, appearing in line 3. This is a consequential amendment, Madam Chair, and also for specificity, since the information relating to personal effect is specifically entered in the official logbook.
Members, I put the question that clause 82 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 82 as amended.
Put the question clause 82 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 83.
83, Honorable Chair.
Madam Chair, we amend clause 83 A by deleting the word behind, appearing in line 2. B, by substituting for the words home port, appearing in line 3, the words port of engagement. And this is for clarity, Madam Chair.
Members, I put the question that clause 83 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 83 as amended.
Put the question that clause 83 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 84.
84, Honorable Chair.
Clause 84, subclause 2, we substitute for the words home port, appearing in line 4, the words port of engagement, and also this is for clarity.
Members, I put the question that clause 84 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 84 as amended.
Question that clause 84 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 85.
85, Honorable Chair.
Clause 85, the head note, we substitute for the words crew member, the words member of the crew. This is to ensure consistent usage of the phrase. Madam Chair, 85.1, we substitute the words home port, appearing in paragraphs A and B, the words port of engagement, and wherever they appear. And this is for clarity. Under clause 85.2, we amend subclause 2A by substituting for the words home port, appearing in paragraphs A, and C, the words port of engagement. B, by deleting paragraph B. Justification is for clarity, but also paragraph B is not applicable a distressed member of crew.
Members, I put the question the head not be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I then put the question that clause 85 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 85 as amended.
Put the question the clause 85 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 86.
Put the question the clause 86 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 87.
Put the question that clause 87 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Amendments.
88.
Clause 88.
Put the question that clause 88 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 89.
Honorable Chair, 89.
Clause 89, Madam Chair. Clause 89, subclause 1, insert the words qualified and immediately before the word competent. And this is to ensure that the vessels are manned by skilled persons.
Honourable members, I put the question that clause 89 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 89 as
89 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 90.
Put the question.
Clause 90, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Under 92, substitute the 24 currency points and the 1 year imprisonment with 200 currency points and 5 years imprisonment respectively. This is to increase the penalty to make it commensurate with the offense.
Members, I put the question that clause 90 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 90 as amended.
Put the question that clause 90 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause 91.
Honorable Chair, 91.
Clause 91, Madam Chair, 91 subclause 1. Substitute for subclause 1 the following. The minister may appoint an ad hoc assessment and verification panel. Justification is to ensure that the assessment and verification panel is appointed to handle a particular assignment for specified period of time. Also, we insert a subclause here, a new one. Insert a new subclause immediately after subclause 1 as follows. 2. The assessment and verification panel shall consist of 5 persons with at least 5 years experience and knowledge in management of vessel, engine rooms, navigations, and maritime or maritime administration. Justification is to ensure clarity by providing for the composition and qualifications of members of the assessment and verification panel. Under 91(2)(a), we prefer to delete paragraph A. Justification: a certificate for manning is only used to a vessel and not persons.
Members, I put the question.
Right, Honourable Speaker.
Yes.
Right, Honourable Speaker, I want to challenge the chair and the committee. When you talk of 5, the panel of 5 members, we don't have many experts in this country, and that is going to make more confusion and a delay. Why not 3, a panel of 3 at least?
Honorable Saida Bumba.
Right Honourable Speaker, my concern is on the qualifications. I don't know whether we have many institutions in this country where we can draw that kind of experience. If we insist on 5 years experience, we might not get it among Ugandans because we have not had organized maritime. So I would request that instead of 5 years, we reduce it to experience to about 3 years. Otherwise, we are going to end up with people coming from the neighboring countries taking up that position. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, do you have an idea where we can get those experts?
Madam Chair, on the issue of the 5 members, I can concede to 3, which is okay. But on the issue of qualifications, Madam Chair, these are very, very, very technical issues. We cannot just allow everybody to handle them. We need people with experience and that expertise that it requires to sort out such matters. Now that we have reduced to 3, maybe the Minister can tell us where we are going to get the 3 experts, Madam Chair.
No, but honour members, unless you are going to borrow from Tanzania, I don't know whether we really have experts in Uganda. Maybe the Minister can tell us.
Right Honorable Chair, we intend to borrow from Tanzania and other countries that have until we have trained ours, but we can't risk having unqualified people. That is the problem we have. We are going to start training. We are opening up at Namasagari and Entebbe, but before we have really qualified people, we might have to borrow from outside.
Honourable Senyonga.
Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable colleagues, even if we are going to borrow that expertism from the neighboring countries, but at least 2 years are enough to train, because a 2-year training is almost for a diploma. When you go to countries like Sweden, where they have many of those ones, they are mainly in a diploma course of 2 years. Why don't we say that we train ours for a period of 2 years instead of borrowing, and we continue demanding for an experience of 5 years? Because even after training for 2 years, we shall subject that person for another 3 years ahead before we trust our own. Right Honourable Speaker, I support we train them for a 2-year period. I thank you.
Chairman.
Madam Chair, in light of what the Honourable Minister has just said, I would like to agree but also find a middle ground with the proposal by the Honourable Senyonga. We go for 3 years, since we can have at least a middle ground. Instead of borrowing for so long from Tanzania, we shall have trained our own, Madam Chair. So we go for 3 years experience and knowledge in the management of vessels, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, honour members. I put the question that the proposal be further amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. I put the question that clause 91 be amended as proposed. Those in favour say aye, the contrary no. I have it.
Clause
but now that I see the Minister of Finance here, where is he?
He has gone.
Oh, he has gone. I think it's very, very important that the Maritime University at Busitema, Namusagari, should start as quickly as possible. Others shall continue borrowing for the next 10 years. Yes.
Clause 91 as amended.
Put the question, the clause 91 as amended, do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Honourable members, before we go to clause 92, I want you to join me in welcoming a delegation from the Kenya National Assembly, from the Department of Sergeant at Arms and Security, Mr. Naman Agengo. You're welcome. Felicita Masita. Welcome. Charity Ngugi. Not the other charity, the presidential. Welcome. Gideon Eteleji. Gideon, welcome. Ruben Atingla. You're welcome. Crispina Souma. You're welcome. Mr. Duncan Robert. Duncan. Welcome. Abdullahi Abdi Birie. You're welcome. Mr. Benson Muthuri. Welcome. Mr. Robinson Mutai. Honour members, we want to welcome them. They are here on a benchmarking visit to the Parliament of Uganda. Let's go to clause 92.
Clause 92.
Madam Chair, in clause 92, we propose to insert a new subclause immediately after subclause 1 as follows. The minister shall not designate a company under subsection 1 unless the services of a company are acquired in accordance with the Public Procurement and Disposal of Assets Act 2003. Justification: to ensure compliance with the applicable procurement laws when sourcing a company or companies to provide survey and inspection services.
Members, I put the question that clause 92 will be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 92 as amended.
Put the question, clause 92 as amended, do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 93.
Honourable Chair, 93.
Clause 93, Madam Chair, we insert new paragraphs immediately after B as follows. I, the construction, arrangements, and fittings of the hull and machinery. Roman 2, the qualification and number of persons working on a vessel as required under this Act. Justification is to broaden the scope of the areas of survey and inspection to ensure safety of the vessels.
Members, I put the question that clause 93 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 93 as amended.
Question is that clause 93 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 94.
Honourable Chair, 94.
Clause 94, 1C. Substitute for the words occasion arises. The words may be deemed necessary. Justification is for clarity, Madam Chair.
No, members, I put the question, the clause 93 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. No, it's 94, sorry. 94.
Clause 94 as amended.
Put the question, the clause 94 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 95.
Honourable Chair, 95.
Clause 95, Madam Chair. We move subclauses 6, 7, and 8 immediately after subclause 1, and our justification is for proper chronological flow.
Members, I put the question that clause 95 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 95 as amended.
Put the question that clause 95 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 96.
Honourable Chair.
Clause 96, the committee proposes to delete the entire clause It is a duplication of clause 93.
Members have put the question that clause 96 be deleted. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 97.
Put the question that clause 97. Ayes have it.
Clause 98.
Put the question that clause 98 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 99.
Honorable Chair, 99.
Clause 99, Madam Chair, on the head note, we delete the word manager, and wherever it appears under clause 99 and in other parts of the bill. Justification, the word manager is redundant since a manager would be working on a vessel as an agent of the owner or a vessel and is already catered in the definition of the owner. Madam Chair, 99 clause 3, subclause 3, we delete the whole subclause. The justification is the mandate to ensure certificate of seaworthiness lies within the maritime administration and is already provided for under clause 93(3).
Members have put the question that clause 99 be amended as proposed. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it.
Clause 99 as amended.
Put the question that clause 99 as amended do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no. Ayes have it. Ayes have it.
Clause 102.
Do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye, the contrary no.
And specificity.
Clause 107.
Put the question, the clause 1.
السلام عليكم
نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى عبده المسيح الموعود. Esteemed viewer, Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. We are so blessed that we are in the holy month of Ramadan. In this holy month of Ramadan, we are not certain that in the next month of Ramadan we will be available. There are so many friends of ours who have passed on to the next world, so we are not exceptional. So my advice to you in this holy month is very, very simple. It's about supplication. How should we supplicate before Allah the Almighty such that we invoke endless blessings from Allah the Almighty in this blessed month of Ramadan? So I'm so eager to inform you that when you are going to ask for Allah for anything in this blessed month, you should first and foremost be very, very humble. Humbleness is key. Is very, very pertinent. It is very, very important for you to be very, very, very humble before Allah the Almighty. In one of the hadiths of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Holy Prophet advises us how we should ask for anything from Allah the Almighty, particularly in this holy month of Ramadan. He tells us that we should be humble and tell Allah that, oh Allah, Anta Rabbi, you are my Lord. Be very humble. Talk to him openly. Tell him that, oh Allah, you are my Lord. La ilaha illa ant. There is none worthy of worship except you. By so doing, this will show Allah the Almighty that you are certain that Allah is the only boss of yours. You do not have any boss. You do not have anybody you are going to ask for anything except Allah the Almighty. This is why in one of the verses of the Holy Quran, it is very coherent, without any kind of incoherence in it. It shows us that أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. Allah the Almighty is telling us this verse. When you look at it very, very clearly, you will be surprised to discover that this verse is exactly next to those verses that talk about the holy month of Ramadan, where Allah the Almighty has said that if my servants ask you about me, tell them that I'm very near to them. I'm so near to them and they are very free to supplicate. I'm ready to answer any supplication. Allah the Almighty has told you He is very ready to answer the prayers of any supplicant. So your main responsibility is to ask for anything from Allah the Almighty. Make sure that you go in for tahajjud prayers at night. Rush in the mosque. Take time to rush in the mosque on a daily basis. Let's say, if you know that it is time for prayer, make sure that you are the first person to go and occupy the first line. By occupying the first line in this holy month of Ramadan, it means you are going to multiply your prayers. This will seduce the blessings of Allah the Almighty, meaning that Allah the Almighty will be in position to multiply His blessings due to your invocation, due to your prayer you have asked Him. So rush in the mosque on a daily basis and occupy the first line. Why the first line? Because the Holy Prophet ﷺ has told us, especially in this holy month, that Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala as-saffil awwal. This hadith of the Holy Prophet ﷺ is very pertinent. He said that Allah and His angels send blessings to somebody who sits on the first line, who occupies the first line. When he said such a statement, his followers were so perplexed. They asked him, how about the second line? They said, wa ala thani. The Holy Prophet ﷺ repeated the first statement. He said, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala safil awwal. That Allah and His angels send blessings to somebody who occupies the first line in the mosque. Then they asked him again, wa ala thani, how about the second line? Then at that time, the Holy Prophet ﷺ responded that wa ala thani, and the second line, meaning that the first line and the second line, especially in the month of Ramadan, they are the best for every supplicant to sit on. Multiply your adhikari, multiply your supplication when you're seated on the first line in every prayer. When it comes at night, then you are very free in the mosque. Rush in the mosque and then ask for anything from Allah the Almighty. I am very certain that Allah the Almighty will be in position to answer your prayers, because He has committed Himself that He is very eager and He is very ready, extremely ready, more than ready to answer all your prayer. Tell Him, acknowledge your sins first and foremost. You should acknowledge your sins. You should acknowledge the favors He had forgiven you. He had bestowed upon you. You should always be in position to supplicate. Allah the Almighty has told you that He is very, very much ready to answer your prayers. So first and foremost, you should acknowledge your sins and tell Him that you committed a lot of sins, but you are very, very much ready to tell Allah that you are not going to commit them again. So make the best tawbatun nasuha, make the best, or ask for the best forgiveness, and make sure that you are not going to repeat that. Inna Allah yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a. Allah will be in position to forgive you all and all your sins. So I wish you the best month of Ramadan, wherein you supplicate day and night. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Digital tax stamps are proof that the products have been paid tax to URA and they conform to the safety standards required by UNBS.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together. What does it mean to be closer together? It's taking the last bus home for a surprise visit. Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home, or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we learn, because it's those things that bring us close together.
Kapo, you seem to be in a hurry. Where are you going to?
I'm gonna pay URA visit.
But you can access URA online. Why pay a visit?
To know more about the Kakasa business solutions, namely digital tracking solution, the voluntary disclosure program, and electronic fiscal receipting and invoicing solution, which have turned my business around. You know I need to be on top of my game to protect my empire. If you know, you know.
I too need to know what Kapo knows.
Kakasa, be sure you are in charge of your business. Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.
We've cut and reduced our MTN Momo withdrawal rates. Now you can withdraw mobile money at the lowest rates. You also get MTN Century Points when you deposit, send, and withdraw MTN mobile money. Visit our Momo agents countrywide and withdraw mobile money at our reduced rates from 1st May 2021. Everywhere you go, MTN.
We congratulate His Excellency, the President, upon reaching this time, because we know he's going to swear in May. And also, our Mama Janet, because this is the next secretary to him, for really supporting our Mzee up to this time. We know where we have come from. We thank you for supporting our Mzee and the entire first family, and then the cabinet and the government, because this is beyond individual success. It is the family success. It is the Ugandan success. Having somebody with a passion, who is passionate about the unity of Ugandans and the voice for Uganda, and we thank him. And I call upon all Ugandans. Elections are over. Please, let's get back to work and develop our country. We would like to see that corruption is curbed in both in government institutions and private institutions. We shall request the President to deal with that, because this one slows down both government programs and also the individual programs. So we are looking forward to see activities that are taking Uganda forward in the sectors of health, in the sectors of manufacturing, in the economy, for Uganda to see that we have more manufacturing factories and industries, additional, those who are adding value to our agricultural products, so that by the time we export the coffee, the nuts, maize, so there is value addition before we export. So we are looking forward to see this, and also to increase trade, because trade is a balance of economy in between individuals and countries. We are looking forward to see that we have increased the trade, first of all within East Africa and then Africa at large. This time we request or appeal to the President, let the lens be broader beyond Uganda, so that we look at the East Africa, we look at the Africa. Let these boundaries be imaginary. Let them be imaginary boundaries, but in terms of trade, in terms of association, so that we can associate, we can trade, we can move on. This is what now this generation which is coming wish to see. On behalf of Uganda Muslim Council, I thank His Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, the leadership of His Eminence the Mufti of Uganda, members of management, executive, General Assembly, and members of Majlis al-Ulama, and also His Excellency the President of Uganda. Long live Uganda Muslim Student Council. Long live NRM. Long live the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Kaguta Yoweri Museveni. Thank you so much.
My name is Gloria Mwanguzi Mwesige. In a break on my work, it's when I heard of this program they call it the skilling of the girl child. So when I heard of this program, I was like, okay, what is there? Actually, somebody called me, come around, there is something, see if you'll be interested. They mentioned to me the courses which were going on, shoemaking, they were training on hairdressing, tailoring, baking. So the only thing that stood out was shoemaking. I went to the program, I requested, they accepted to enroll me in the program. I went to Luzira branch and we did the 6 months. It was an interesting project. I was learning something new. I think by the time we completed that project, I had sold about 200 pairs in the 6 months. So I gathered some resources and contacted, because you cannot work alone. Contacted my colleague here, Monica, and we began this business at home before we got a shop. So we're making shoes from a sitting room, but it was all messed up. This work is like very tiresome and dirty, but at the end of the day you can get out nice pieces. So we began last year here in November is when we got this shop, and ever since we opened, every day at least get people to come and make new orders. The idea that somebody can come and actually get a shoe of their choice, of their making, not just to pick on what is there. We ask you, we have an order book. Yeah, when you come, you can tell us, I want this shoe in brown, in black, in red. Okay, actually, when you look at this, for example, there are 4 pieces. You can be like, no, I want only 2, or I want 3, or I want this one coming here and then this one to tie here, or I want elastic behind to hold my feet. We can get you sorted. If I finish that shoe, if I showed you this shoe, when I've finished it, would you really think that this is Chinese or any kind of, when you touch it, it is hard, it is genuine, it is smart and neat. Yeah. When I finish this shoe, would you really say it is a bad shoe? We sell these ones at 30 here, but then on a nice shop, you can even go for 50. The only challenge I see is that getting these materials here to compete with the market would be the only challenge we are fighting with right now. But we are changing that day by day, slowly by slowly. If somebody came here and bought a shoe from us in November and they're still putting on, they actually don't mind. They will come and pay 30 because they know it will last like the other. Now make for my dad, now make for my mom, like the other one you gave me. So slowly by slowly we'll be bridging that gap. And people know it's better to buy 30 for a year than buying 15 every 2 months. That is actually more expensive. And that if I can come for this business, yeah, this is a business, it doesn't make loss. For example, if I don't sell this shoe today, it will not go bad. It will still look the same tomorrow and you find it and admire it. So no losses, yeah? And you can work from anywhere. Right now, with this corona that has come, people are shifting from the town and coming to the villages. So right now somebody will be hiring to go to town to pick a shoe. No, now they're going to find it here. The only challenge we have are the things to use, the machines to use. If we have the things those people use to make their shoes, we are much better. Actually, we are much better. And then this idea of everyone wanting to make small businesses. For example, we did this for 65 of us. In case, imagine if 65 of us came together and we are working the same project. here, and you found that this whole building we are doing this, wouldn't you see us already even without any advert? You would see us. So in case we came together, everyone has their special qualities. That me, I'm good at designing. I'm good at this. If we all came together and make a big thing, it would really come out very fast, even hit the international market. But the challenge, two things to use, then the second thing is everyone to think they can manage on their own. I'd really want to give a vote of thanks to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, for thinking of such a thing. Okay, I'm not a politician, but I would really thank him for this. It is his initiative to train us. We've made efforts to go to university and start that and that. We never thought of this thing. By the time we were studying, we thought having a collar job, somewhere editing was the real thing. But this is the real thing now. Skills. This is why China is on the top. Skills. If you can make this is the part of Africa where these materials are coming from, then they go out there. Yeah, they use our materials. If we now get our own materials and we perfect them, that is it. We'll be on the top of the game. So I want to thank him for this initiative to come out to reach to us. Now at least women, we don't even need that thing of where you can work from at home. I used to work from home myself without this workshop. I used to join maybe 15 pairs. Me, one person alone there in my sitting room. In my free time, I do these shoes. So anybody can work. And even if we don't all come to the shop, yeah, some can do something and send for finishing at the shop. I've done my crocheting. You send, we finish. We have done this beading. You send, we finish the shoe. You can work from anywhere and we make it bigger. So I thank you. Yes, I would want to give out there is that there is still hope. And it's not late to begin something. If I imagine the time I've wasted on so much, trying to understand so much, imagine I took about 3 years, I was there doing other business I don't want to mention. But now I'm beginning from zero from this. 2 years now, I can see somewhere I'm really going bigger. Yeah, because we don't only do sandals. We're going to be doing clothes, back to school, shoes for students, moccasin, genders. We have learned all that. We just need things to begin now, doing the real work. So they can come, it's not too late. This skilling, they didn't even say how old they need you to be. No. Anytime you can begin, as long as you focus on that thing, anything, even if it's not shoemaking, anything, you focus on to do it. It's never too late. You can begin and you can get out something. You don't need 10 years. You just need to begin and focus. You make it. This is size 40 for ladies. You get it? You put it here on your material which you want to make on. This one is called bola. You put it on. Then you sketch it out. You write on it. That's what I've sketched is size 40. So you cut it out. Yeah, and after cutting out, this one is a light material. So we need to join it with another material to make it stronger. We have a material we call inner layer. So this is the inner layer. We'll get this and join it with the inner layer with gum. This is gum. We join with gum and we join the two. This is what comes out. In case you want to stitch, this is the time when you stitch. You stitch to make it stronger, not the two, what you call an upper.